very welcome back. Now, Kilkenny was yesterday named Ireland's cleanest town for the third year in a row after the Irish Business Against Litter published their annual results. The survey also found that 85% of Irish towns and cities are almost as clean as their European equivalents, but that parts such as Farranfree in Cork City have been named as litter black spots. Joining us now with more, our spokesperson of IBAL, Conor Horgan, and Kilkenny County Council representative, Kieran Fitzgerald. Gentlemen, you're both very welcome this morning.
Good morning.
And congratulations, Kieran, congratulations to Kilkenny.
Thank you very much.
Conor, I'm going to come to you first because people sitting home going, sure, what does this matter? What does it matter how people do and fare on the kind of whether they're clean or not? People take it for granted, I think, that someone else is just going to clean up and keep their town nice and tidy. It is important. It does matter.
It is, and you know, actually in surveys have shown that people do care about litter. It's not the biggest social ill besetting us as a country, but people do care about waking up to clean streets. They want that. But we're a business group. We believe litter is important to our economic health. We trade as a nation to attract tourists, to further our food exports, and to attract investors into Ireland. All of those three elements require a clean environment in our view.
Because I guess it's your first impression of a place as a tourist. If you arrive somewhere, it's how clean it is, how well presented it is, and how friendly people are.
Absolutely. And even if you're a buyer, for example, a meat buyer in Spain, where you're buying a green product, you land in Dublin Airport. If the roads around Dublin Airport are dirty, and thankfully this time they weren't, it gives the absolutely wrong impression.
Now you say this time they weren't, so there have been some changes. So how many years have you been running this?
We've been running this for 12 years now.
For 12 years, okay, because this is the third year in a row that Kilkenny has won.
That's correct.
So
that's right.
are there shifts and changes in the patterns, or are the clean normally clean and the dirty stay dirty?
But thankfully it's been an upward curve since the off. When we started, only 15 towns were reaching that European benchmark for cleanliness. 15 towns. 15% of towns,
15%
actually, so
of
even
towns.
fewer than 15 towns. Now we have 85% of our towns
That's
reaching
incredible.
that and exceeding that mark. So it's been, we say, people, they notice litter, they don't notice the absence of litter. And actually we've become quite a clean country without people noticing it.
Isn't that wonderful? Now, is it also our approach to litter as well? Do you think from a societal point of view, it's just not acceptable? And you've got litter, and then in my mind I've got fly tipping over here. But do you see them as one and the same?
There is something of a distinction. I mean, dumping has become a bigger problem. It is motivated in part by avoiding charges.
Yes, it is, most definitely.
Litter is more, I think, a reflection on a country in terms of a disregard for cleanliness and a laziness attached to litter and so forth. And I think that is absolutely changing. My friends don't litter, as far as I know.
Yeah, it's not acceptable. No, of
course.
course not. Leave nothing but footprints, take nothing but memories.
Very good.
As I was taught in the Scouts many years ago. Conor, can I ask you finally, black spots? Who should hang their head in shame in this country? Who's appalling when it comes to cleaning up after themselves?
There are urban areas that continue to be littered. Farranfree in Cork is one, but it's not the only one. We decided a couple of years ago that this isn't all about economics. Everyone deserves a clean environment. That includes disadvantaged urban areas, which aren't necessarily on the radar when people are talking about tourism and investment. The people in these areas deserve a clean environment also. So we've homed in on North Dublin inner city, Knocknaheeny in Cork, Farranfree in Cork, and they are troubled areas. They remain stubbornly littered, but we're seeing some improvement in Dublin.